Hello everybody, Pastor Randy here. I'm going to do something different from homesteading today. We're not going to have like the little hands all on me showing you stuff. I'm actually going to tell you something today. I'm going to give you 20 frugal ways to try to make things a little bit easier. I know things are tight right now. Money has been an issue for some people. Not us though, because we are blessed. Those of us who tithe and give, we are living in abundance. But part of homesteading though is learning how to just cut back a little bit and to utilize your money and be a good steward. Is a lot of homesteading, is to be a good steward. Don't let it go to waste. We don't want to waste anything when we're homesteading, and with the times that are coming, how things are increasing, it's always good to know how to save some money, because sometimes people just don't think of this stuff. So I put a list together, and it's 20 frugal ways, and I thought I'd go through it. And if you're, even so, the way things keep increasing, listen, I'm all about saving some money so I can put more money into the kingdom. I don't know about you, but that's where I'm at. So if I save it and I utilize it and I do it the best I can for God, I'm doing it. So here's number one. Hang your clothes up to dry. Your dryer is a box of heat. A box, and it's just projecting heat. Right now, it has been very hot out where we live. Hanging your clothes up will, one, save on your air conditioning, depending on where your dryer is at, and it'll also help you save money. I try doing I've been doing about 1 or 2 loads a week, just to get used to it, because our dryer broke, and I was hanging clothes out, because of course it breaks when you're putting clothes into the dryer, not when you take them out and you don't know. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to start hanging some clothes out. Listen, it saves you some money. Try at least doing one, because if eventually you want to start hanging your clothes out and you want to get a clothesline, I'm working towards it. Do it now, so you know how to do it. How you know how to space the clothes. They need a little bit of sun every day, just a little bit. That sanitizes them, but it's so much better for your clothes too. There's less wear and tear in your clothes when you hang them up versus drying them in the dryer. So all in all, it's a good thing. Dry your clothes, hang them up. Turn off the lights and unplug any unused items like cell phone chargers, TVs. I don't even know why we have this TV. I keep trying to get Pastor Rick to get rid of it, and he won't. Anyways, I unplug it. Unplug it when you're not using it. Save a few dollars. Remember, a couple pennies add up. 10 pennies equal 10 cents. 100 pennies equal $1. You're going to save. And sometimes you're going to save more than a penny, but it all adds up. Number 3, call every 6 months about your car insurance and ask and see if you can get a better quote. Every time your car insurance is being renewed, ask for a new quote. So what if you're annoying them and you're taking up their time? That's their job. Call and ask. It doesn't hurt. I've had times where it actually has gone down quite a bit. You can bundle your renters, home, car, all that insurance. You can bundle it together, life insurance, and you will get a better rate. Work on getting this stuff lowered and all together. 4, reuse everything you can. Everything. Cardboard, I reuse it. I put it down on my garden. I don't buy mulch. It's actually better because it composts. It actually fertilizes the ground. It's like the best thing one of the best things. It holds the moisture in. I just love using cardboard in the garden. That's one of my biggest reusing things, is the cardboard. So that's one of my reusing, is cardboard. Dog food bags. I love using the dog food bag for garbage. Listen, I put the garbage in there. That thing is like, it doesn't matter what you put in there. When I have stuff that I don't want to throw in the regular bag because I know if it breaks, it's going to cut through the bag like glass, I throw it in the dog food bag. I'm like, yes, I don't have to worry about it breaking. It's like the most durable garbage bag. If you can use it, reuse the garbage bag. Find ways to reuse stuff. 5, read. Turn off your electronics. Turn them off. Read. Save some electricity. Number 6, fix it yourself. If you can fix it yourself, fix it yourself. I'm all about it. I love it. Pastor Rick, sometimes I think I drive him nuts because I'm like, let's just fix it. He's like, let's just pay some. I'm like, no, let's just fix it. So fix something yourself. If you don't know how, YouTube, man. 7, buy your regular items on sale. If they're on sale, buy them, okay? Sometimes I buy extra. Toilet paper was $5 off. I bought 2 instead of 1. Prices are increasing. Buy when they're on sale. I bought extra coffee because it was on sale. Coffee prices have been going up. They're increasing. There was some rain or something, took out a bunch of beans, and it's probably going to increase even more. They say August, we're supposed to have another spike in coffee. And if you notice, shrinkflation, the containers aren't as big as they used to be. So they might be the same price, but you're getting less coffee. So when you look at that little unit price on the tag, guess what? You're getting less. That unit price went down. So buy when it's on sale. Stock up. Sometimes I try to buy like a whole, if I can, if it's like toilet paper or something, I'll buy a whole year's worth. It's if you have storage. Don't do it if you don't have storage. Make your own stuff. Okay. Love it. If you don't know stuff to make, watch some of the videos that I previously did. There's toothpaste on there. I did homemade vanilla. I did the tinctures, which is the same as the homemade vanilla. I did laundry soap, toothpaste. These are just a few things. Try doing things like your bread, making dinner. Some people, believe it or not, don't make dinner. They just eat out. Try making your own stuff. We've been doing muffins at the church versus buying them. It's cut the cost tremendously, probably more than half. Just making homemade muffins. Make your own. Garden and foraging. Okay. Gardening, it costs a lot in the beginning. Use what you have. That's part of this. I didn't have some stakes, so I was like, I got this old curtain rod that I'm using to stake up the tomatoes. I have these old sign things, and I forget what else. Just random things that were like laying around that I've been using to stake up my garden. Use what you have. Garden, try to do it the best you can. The first couple years it takes longer, or it takes a little bit more because you don't have anything you got to buy, but in the long run it's going to pay off. So start doing it now before prices keep going up. And then if you get really good at it, you can start saving some of your seeds, and then you don't have to buy them, and then you save more cost. Foraging is another one. Go pick some of your own raspberries. Love it. Actually, I went and picked some we go to the blueberry farm or the strawberry farm, and we pick them, and then I freeze them or can them, and we save them for later. Go foraging if you can. Pick your own stuff. It's so much better. It's so much healthier. And guess what? You're going to save some money in the long run. Sometimes it costs a little bit more when you buy in bulk to do all your strawberries or blueberries, but you're good for the year. You buy a whole bunch, you get it over and done with, you store them right, you're good. Another thing is, like, I do like some of the dandelions, some of the wood sorrel. I throw that stuff in my salads. You can just, like, there's so much you can do. Onions. I did the onions. Some of these videos you can see. So I did the wild onions, and I used it for onion powder. There's so much you can do and save. And it saves you money. Go for a walk. Get rid of your gym membership. Most of you ain't using it. If you use it, keep it. I'm not against it. But if you're not using it, get rid of it. Start going for a walk. Start exercising at home. There's so many plans you can find. Pinterest has a ton of them. Like, you can even do these monthly things. So get rid of that. Get rid of some of your other memberships that you probably have excess. Hulu, Disney, Netflix, Spotify, Pandora, Netflix, or YouTube. Get rid of them. Start getting rid of them. Quit paying all that money. You're probably not using them anyways. Get rid of them. Use what you have. I kind of went over this with the garden. Use what you have. Whatever you have, use it. I try being as creative as I can in using stuff. Even like the soup today, I was making soup. It didn't call for onions, but I put it in because there's a soup I knew I could put onions in, and I didn't want my onion to go bad. I substituted one bean for another bean because I made a taco soup. Use what you have. Don't go to the store. Just use it. Just like the garden where I use the steaks. You'll be amazed at what you have that it's actually laying around that you can use versus going to the store and buy, or you can make something work that you wouldn't think. You just got to put your thinking cap on. That's all. I know it's hard. It's harder for some of us than others, but once you start doing this stuff, it actually comes natural and it gets easier. Another food one is add some beans and rice into your stuff to add a little bit more to make it go a little longer, or so you don't have to use as much meat. Meat's expensive, but I'm a meat eater. You got to eat it. Make sure you're eating your meat, but just add some beans and rice. It'll go a little longer. Make a soup. Soups are always good because they go for a couple of days. Don't eat out. That's a money saving. And I don't have that on here, but don't eat out. Eat at home. You'll save so much money. My problem is sometimes I don't have enough time. So if I make a soup once a week, I know 3 days we're going to be eating in and it's cooked and I don't have to worry about going anywhere. I love making soups. And I can't get souped out because there's like hundreds of different soups if you look into them. I made a potato soup. I made a lemon soup. Oh my goodness, that thing was the bomb. It was like I never made a lemon soup. When I made it, it was delicious. Speaking of it, I could probably make it again. I did a taco soup tonight. I've done cabbage, green peppers, beef vegetable, beef stew, wedding, onion. There's so many options you have with soup. Like it's you can just take whatever you have and just throw it in the pan, which is number 14. Leftovers. Okay. Not everyone has a freeze dryer, but if you do, you can freeze dry your leftovers. They're very expensive, very pricey. You can also freeze them. Or there's a few things I do. I'm going to give you a few tips. I actually did a video on this too. I take my leftover vegetables. I don't care if there's 5 beans left over, a couple pieces of corn. I have this bag in the freezer and I just throw it in there. What I do with this bag is I use it for my soups, pot pie, or if I make my own beef and I have another bag that I actually have scraps that are like the ends of the cabbage, the outside of the skin of the onion and the garlic, or the peels from the carrots. That's in a separate bag. That's for when I make my homemade broth. And then I have my vegetables, which is for my soups and chicken pot pie. Delicious. Or turkey. And I just throw them all in. Then it's there. Nothing's going to waste. We waste so much food in America. And even me trying not to waste food, I catch myself wasting food. And I'm like, try not to waste food. Try to stretch it as long as you can. Freeze it, save it, preserve it. Don't forget to label it. Big mistake I make sometimes. I throw it in there thinking I'm going to know what it is, and I don't. Make sure you label it. Make sure you eat it. Coffee. We're going to go back to coffee a little bit. Use regular coffee. Get rid of those pods. We discovered too that it tastes, we actually got a metal Keurig thing instead of the pods. And we had plastic, it broke, and we were going through them. So we got a metal one. And we actually put the coffee in there, and it tastes better out of the metal versus the plastic. So use regular coffee, put it in the pod thing. You're going to save so much more money. Don't buy sporadically. Don't go to the store and just buy something. Pray on it and think, is it a want or is it need? Wait 24 hours, especially for big items, and make sure you try to take cash And make sure you try to bargain with them. A lot of them will, if you have cash. They will take less. You will save so much money. So pray on it and think, is it a want or is it a need? 18, pay cash. Actually, I skipped 16. Composting. I save so much money on composting. I probably save a bag to 2 bags a week composting. Believe it or not. You can compost all your leftover scraps. You can compost bones. You can compost meat. You can compost hair. You can compost... Listen, I can probably have a bag just with Toby's hair. Your toilet paper rolls, your paper towel rolls, the cardboard, because you need a little bit of browns, like paper and stuff, and you also need like your scraps. Eggshells, eggshell cartons if they're cardboard. Cardboard you can do. There's so much you can compost and put it in there. You'll save so much money, and then you put it on the ground and you have your ground so much better. It's so much more nutritious. If you garden, your garden's gonna love it. If you don't garden, put it in the flower bed or just put it somewhere, and it's going to like give your ground what it needs that it's missing, some nutrients. Coffee grounds, that's another big one you can do. All right, sorry, I skipped one, so we're gonna go on to 18 now. Pay cash. You will save so much on interest if you just pay cash. Get them credit cards paid off and pay cash. And lots of times you get a discount at a lot of places if you do pay cash. 19, don't let the water run. Water running and your lights are 2 things you can actually control. Shut the water off. When you're washing dishes, shut it off. Don't let it run. It's literally running down the drain. You're letting God's money run down the drain. Shut it off. I fill the other sink up and then I rinse all the dishes together. Some people put a rinse water in there. Some people, like, it does, just shut the water off. You do 40 gallons of water per minute as your water is coming out of the sink. That's crazy. Crazy. That's why dishwashers are more effective, especially for those who just let their water run. 20, get a rain barrel and start collecting water. If you're allowed, some states, some cities don't allow you. If you can, get a rain barrel for your garden. Other thing, quit buying bottled water. Put it in a glass of water. I have a video on this, and set it outside. Your water will purify just from the sun. Is that not awesome? And I'm going to give you a bonus. 21, get rid of your paper plates, your paper bowls. Use regular dishes, and you're going to save so much money. So there's 20 tips of being frugal plus a bonus tip. Hope these help. Start reusing stuff, yo. Stop wasting. We waste so much in America. It's unreal when you look into how much Americans waste. So let's try to stop wasting and save some money by shutting stuff off, reusing. Don't throw stuff away that you're gonna reuse. You reuse those leftovers. Do it yourself. Use what you have. Come on, we got this. Y'all, we got this. These are just some frugal ways to save. And if you need more, just watch some of the videos. You start doing stuff yourself, you're gonna save. Sometimes it seems like a lot. Like when you first make laundry soap, you're like, I'm spending so much, but you use less. There's less chemicals, so you're healthier. And it goes so much it lasts so much longer. It's just amazing. Like you're spending probably $20, $21, $20, $25, depending on where you get the stuff, for like 3 months to 6 months worth of soap. It's worth it. Make your own. Vanilla. It seems like you're making it costs because you need the bottles and the vodka and the beans. But guess what? Once you buy them, as long as you don't give them out, people keep your bottles. If you can reuse them, they last so long. And the beans, they say you can use them up 3 times. I've done it twice, and I will not do it 3. I will tell you that much, because it's not as strong as I like. So really, in the long run, you're going to save. You're just spending all the money at one time, and it seems like a lot. But then you have like 5 to 10 years worth of vanilla. So just do it. toothpaste. Just make your own. Just some tips. Hang in there. Keep up on the videos. Keep homesteading. Keep going at it. You got this. I know sometimes even me, I get frustrated. I'm like, where's all my vegetables coming in the garden? I don't have enough. I don't feel like, what am I doing wrong? And then all of a sudden they start coming up and I'm like, yes. So just hang in there. You got this. It's going to be okay. It might seem hard. Just hang in there. Homesteading, you got this, homesteaders. And if you join teams with someone, if you don't have chickens, get some friends that have chickens and give them some of your garden stuff, and then you'll get some eggs. You've got to be a community, work together. So hope you all are having fun homesteading. I'm going to let you go, and I will see you all later. Have a blessed day.